Hello, hello, and welcome back to Last Pixel Standing and Civilization 6. I have been playing the Civ games for a good portion of my life. Now, the thing is that I used to play it on a really old, like, Power Mac or whatever, the original, with a friend of mine. We used to bundle around the computer and play with those little, like, square symbols that represented the units and cities and everything else. And now we've come a bit far, but I've enjoyed every single one. And now we have the new Civ 6. Sid Meier's Take My Time, please. So we have all these famous leaders here, and we're going to think about deciding who we want to be. So we have Catherine de' Medici. She was Queen of France during the time of Queen Mary and Queen Elizabeth of England, and attempted to overthrow England by using Mary Queen of Scots, who had a claim to the English throne. So she was pretty cool. Her whole thing was espionage. Cleopatra, of course, of Egypt. Frederick Barbarossa, who was Germany, but more along the lines of the German states, because, well, Germany wasn't a full-on nation yet, but he did rule over the Holy Roman Empire. Gandhi of India. Gilgamesh of the Sumerians, one of the oldest civilizations. Gorgo of Sparta. I mean, they put it as Greece, it looks like here, but yeah. Gorgo was the wife of Leonidas, which everybody only knows from 300 unless you're a history buff like myself. Harold Hardrada, excuse me. So Norway, he was Viking king. Hojo Tokimune, who was the leader of Japan during the time when the Mongols tried to take over. Kublai Khan, his time period. Mavemba Nazinga, so the Congolese. Pedro II of Brazil. Pericles, who's also Greece, but he was Athenian, and he ruled over during the time of the Delian League, which was basically Athens ruling over almost all the other city-states of Greece. Peter of Russia, Philip II of Spain, Qin Shi Huang of China, Saladin of Persia. You actually might know of Saladin, oddly enough, because he was one of the most prolific sultans of Persia, and he was the one who attacked everybody in the movie Kingdom of Heaven. Teddy Roosevelt of, the U.S., Thamyris of the Scythia, Trajan, one of the great Roman emperors. He built just about everything. He's famous for the baths of Trajan and a lot of the infrastructure, and he was the first Roman emperor to really take an interest in the English Isles. And Victoria of England, which, she's a little more modern too. But we're gonna see about who we want to choose. Everybody has their own interesting, unique perks. Pericles here was the man who built the Parthenon, or at least, told people to build the Parthenon, rather. But I think I'll go with my favorite, Rome. For my first playthrough of any Civilization game, I almost always pick Rome, because they were just a fantastic part of history. So it looks like we got a free monument in every city. In the ancient era, it seems, at least. So Trajan's column, legions, of course, the Roman legion. Baths replace aqueducts, because the Trajan baths. And all roads lead to Rome. All cities you found or conquer start with trading posts if in trade route range of your capital. They also start with a road to it. Your trade routes earn +1 gold for passing through trade posts in your own cities. So I think we're going to go with Trajan here. I'm new to this game, obviously, since it's new, but I've played a lot of Civ games, so maybe I don't want to do deity just yet. But let's not go with standard. Let's boost it up to a king, at least. Continents, let's go with a standard-sized map, and let us begin.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water,
Sean Bean's voice is awesome for this.
Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest. From this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. Cast your net wide, O Trajan, Emperor of mighty Rome. Your legions stand at the ready to march out and establish the largest empire the world has ever seen. If you can truly get all roads to lead to Rome, yours will be an empire of great riches and luxuries. Surely then our citizens will proclaim you as their best ruler. The Optimus Princeps.
So good. And if you can't tell, I'm still a little bit stuffy, but other than that, I am feeling a lot better than I was. So if you couldn't tell by the beginning of this video, I am really big into history. In fact, I took history as my major in university, which always makes me very excited about games that have any historical aspect, you know, a historical basis and twist to them. Although Civilization screws up history all the time. I mean, yeah. Begin game. Oh, this is actually a really nice starting spot. We got tobacco, copper, wheat, cotton, and we're next to a river, and there's another river right here. You know what, let's walk a little bit down just for a sec, see what it reveals. We are right near the coast, in fact. You know, the placement here is too perfect. I'll have to get a city on the coast, but right here is just amazing. And we'll be out of range, probably, of a couple of these things if I go or try to go all the way down there. So we're just going to plop our capital of Rome right here. Boom. Ooh, so good. And what do we want to build first? Oh, look at that. We got some pretty good production right off the bat, too. Probably because of the copper. So how long does research take with these? 9. I do want to scout first. The wheat will require pottery, and then we have the copper, which is going to require mining. So we could go with either of these and be pretty good. Let's go with pottery so that we can get all this wheat that's just right here. Now, with the tech trees, you have all these. Techs and the civics, which I'll get into in a moment, now have what are boosts. You do certain actions like find a natural wonder, found a city on a coast, farm a resource, meet another civilization, and it boosts literally half of the entirety of that tech for you, just like for free, which is amazing. And then you have this long tech tree right here. Now, civics are now, instead of you build up certain amount of culture, then you activate civic. No, now it is basically a second tech tree. Only this has to do with civics and government forms. Like down here, you see you can find the more modern ones towards the end. And the tree is just as vibrant and large as the tech tree, in fact, which is awesome. And a lot of the wonders of the world have been placed in this tree as well. So now they're a little bit more separated instead of all being clumped together. Like, oh, I got this one tech. I can build like 5 different wonders sometimes. But either way, let us go to the next turn. I'm just gonna have my warrior check out stuff. Ooh, a goody hut! A goody hut! Nice. Right off the bat, a goody hut. That is always a good sign. Okay. Let's get down here. And then next turn we can grab the goody hut. Now you can't move into, say, forests or cross rivers or stuff. That takes 2 movement points if you don't have those movement points anymore. Like in the older civs, say you wanted to move here then across the river, you could, you'd end your turn across the river. Now you have to have the amount of movement points specific to traversing that. You can't end in that region, you have to have the points to get there when you're walking towards it. So that's a little different. On top of that, attacking has changed in that way as well. You have to have the number of movements needed to get into that area in order to attack a person who's in that area. So our little scout is working out pretty well. We just got 40 gold from our goody hut. Yeah, no, that coast is actually a lot further down. And there's a lot of good stuff here, too. We might build a second city right along here. In fact, I'm wondering if this coast doesn't just keep going down this way for a little bit. But it looks like there's another city over there.
Policies in our government can be of great benefit. Our people await your decree. Reconnaissance units like scouts are unique in that they can gain experience by exploring and discovering parts of the world.
At his best, man is the noblest of all animals. Separated from law and justice, he is the worst.
Great words from Aristotle. We're going to be facing barbarians, and this helps more than 1 production in all cities, which really is only Rome at this point. But 1 faith and 1 gold in the capital right off the bat is useful. God King was always a pretty good thing. I mean, it showed up in the pantheons in Civ 5, and it did a lot more. I mean, obviously, but it's very useful right here. And we got our scout. So let's see. Improve 3 tiles. Naval units, trade routes, joint wars. 50% production towards melee and ranged units for the ancient and classical era, and more production towards builders. You can't go wrong with that. I also think that we might want more people, more units to fight. In fact, we might just want a new settler. How long would a settler take? Oh, it needs 2 pop. So yeah. We're a builder. I think I might just buy a builder when I have the money. 200? Yeah, that'll that'll work. So let's see what's down here. And let's start scouting. Let's go auto scouting. Wait a minute. Did we just... There's another continent right here. Nice. Okay. That works. In fact, now we have the boost to foreign trade. Why not? We can do that so much quicker. And that will give me a chance to build up some gold. And everything else. I don't like being this far away with the with my warrior in case barbarians show up, but I haven't really seen anything. Ooh, another goody hut. Ooh.
Nos somos Felipe, rey de España y Portugal. Empero, por encima de todo, somos fieles devotos de la única y verdadera religión.
I'm King of Spain, Portugal, Sardinia, Sicily, Naples, and Duke of Milan. You're full of yourself. Would you like to see a bullfight? There is no spectacle like it. Come to my nearby city and see for yourself. Yeah, sure. Writing has advanced. So they're going to be...
No man ever wetted clay and then left it. As if there would be bricks by chance and fortune.
Plutarch, one of the great historians of the ancient world. So, I surmise that Spain's right around here. They're using a warrior to search about too. I need to get my warrior back home as soon as possible. And then... let's see, next should probably be mining. Yeah, with the resources I have around, it's probably the best option. So, I'm trapping this guy in here for the moment. I needed to get the goody hut, but, you know, for now, this is actually somewhat important. If I can force him to come downwards instead of going back home, because that's another big thing. Instead of, like, barbarians just spawning all the freaking time like they used to, now, a scout goes out and about, and when it finds a city, it tells its buddies that, oh, wait, Madrid is down here. Oh, okay. He's on my continent. And it looks like a new, brand new one is right there for the barbarians. Oh, we just got mysticism. I think that means we... Did we find a pantheon or something?
That's the positive aspect of trade, I suppose. The world gets stirred up together.
Okay, so now we can build trade routes. Yeah, we found a pantheon. Or at least we got that. So why not? We can build the oracle after that. I think I want craftsmanship more, though. By the time we get the requirements... Oh, we got the mysticism boost from the goody hut. What am I saying? By the time we get... Oop, let's move down there and block him off. By the time we get the money for a worker, we might have this halfway done. If not, I can actually switch over, and then the boost will finish it up automatically. So that works either way for me, and we're about to get our first slinger as well. Which, if I remember, has a boost to it as well if we... What was it? Oh, we're all the way over there because I was showing you guys. Archery. Kill a unit with a slinger. We get a boost to archery if we end up being the one to kill this. Hello? There you go. You know what? Go back to searching around. Ah, there's his camp. That makes more sense. So now we definitely want a builder. We definitely want to start building up our surrounding area, getting our city on the right track. And it seems there's a desert over there. But all we've met is Spain. If we can get out of the ancient era, they can't declare war on us automatically. That was one problem I found a lot of people were having, is that there are no penalties for declaring war on anybody during the ancient era. Therefore, the AI, for some reason, feels that it's almost like their duty to start straight out, if you meet anybody, kill them, you know? Okay, we'll be able to fire on this guy again. Next turn, if... No, because he might go this way. But there's hills on either area, so he'll either have to pass over there, which will take 2, I think. Yeah. So, let's see. Geez, there are a lot of barbs around here. My warriors are almost all the way back home, thankfully enough. Okay, he went to that hill. Oh. These guys are too smart for their own good when it comes to movement, at least. Okay. Let's get you moving upwards here. And we can take out that and get a little money. And that'll help us a lot. We're probably going to want to, since I am making the builder instead of anything else, I think we should probably try and buy, well,
Who deserves
no,
more
we
credit
should
than the
buy.
wife of a coal miner?
We should definitely buy possibly another warrior. I'm not really that keen on buying yet another slinger. What do we got here? Libraries and science campuses and stuff like that. If I have writing. We're about to be able to farm a resource, so we'll get that boost soon enough. Ooh, incense, copper, diamonds? Ooh, woo, woo doggy.
Our city-state neighbors have made a request of us.
And a
If we can
river.
impress them, I think they will reward us handsomely.
We could build right here and it'd be awesome. Okay. So what do they want? Send trade route. So we found Seoul and they want trade with us. Which will actually not be too bad. If I build like a city right here, you can get diamonds, copper, incense, wheat, and we'll be right near them. I think that might work out really well. So in fact, I think... Oh, I have a delegation. I've sent a delegation to your city. Please enjoy the churros and welcome them kindly. We're still in the ancient era. Don't think I don't, you and your big nose there. Don't even think about attacking. Sure, you're welcome. Your delegation is welcome. Excellent. Swear to God, if you declare war on me, I will come down on you with such anger. Ooh, we could get a trade. That's 320. That's way more than I have. Yeah, let's grab another warrior up here. And bring our current warrior over here. They're gonna start spawning most likely. And our cool little scouts still whizzing about. Gonna have to take care of this barbarian encampment too. But thankfully it's probably going to take care of itself in a bit. Ooh, okay. These guys have actually left their camp to attack me. Thankfully, my warrior is right here, and we have the civic that helps out in that. Craftsmanship is pretty far along, actually. Let's switch over to mysticism. I don't think I was paying enough attention to it. I think these guys have it handled. So I'm going to send this guy down to this barbarian encampment. Now I'm wondering where this scout comes from. There must be an encampment on the other side of the mountains here. Possibly, anyways. And Spain's scout is around. Okay, so we can get that boost right now. Archery. Okay. And then let's try and stop these guys from being able to kill our slingers next turn. Hopefully they're weak enough, and I can try to retreat my slingers. And we get our builder next turn. I think next off, I want to build a settler. Barbarians spawned right there too. Damn it. But in the time that it takes for us to build a settler, I can wander myself over there and start wiping them out. Hopefully. Yes, my slinger's still alive. Barely, but it's still alive. So this will bring him down pretty far. And then my warrior will finish him off. And then next turn I should be able to wander myself in there. Okay. Settler. Have our builder right here. And farm a resource. Irrigation. Here we are. So I was already researching, I got the boost before then, now we're down to 3 turns, and then the plantations for the cotton and everything else can start up right away. And our slinger has a promotion, right on, man. I think next we might want archery, in fact. That way we can actually have a very good fighting force against anybody who wants to screw with our civilization here. Now, we are growing in pop very slowly. What is going on with our citizens? They are all... Okay, so here, which is why we actually have any production, and here, which gives us our good food. So that should work out. I think... these take irrigation. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, builders also now have a build limit. They have charges to them. They start with 3. There's civic that can raise them. There are wonders that can raise them. I think the pyramids does. But basically, you got limited charges. And what I'm thinking is we're going to use the last two on copper and then another wheat. And then we'll need to build another builder, and then by then we can use them for the tobacco, cotton, and this wheat down here. I think that'll work out really well. But that'll have to wait until the next episode because we are out of time. And I am so excited to get this series going. Oh, so amazing, the Civilization series. So, as always, would you kindly subscribe if you could, like if you would, and I'll see you next time on Civilization 6 on Last Pixel Standing. Bye-bye.